Opening night! Woo! Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, hey, it's your broads. We're calling our squad who loves Broadway, the Broadway Broad Squad. We hella love musicals and we review them all day. It's Jen and Sarah, your fairy god broads. Hey.
Places! Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're the Broadway Broads. Welcome to the Broadway Broad Squad! Hey, squad, go ahead. Give us a like real quick. Go ahead. You can do it. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, squad. This video is for the pre-Broadway world premiere of the Hippest Trip, the Soul Train musical. Ooh, this is playing at the Tony Award-winning nonprofit American Conservatory Theater, also known as ACT, in San Francisco.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We have been waiting for this show for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
your broads really live for a pre-Broadway premiere in the Bay Area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not a stranger to it.
No. So Soul Train is playing through October 8th, so get your tickets now because I really feel like this one's going to sell out.
Yeah, I do too. Just get you standing there. So in Broadway Broad fashion, we are already repeat attending this show. So we knew we were going to see the very first preview. We knew we wanted to see opening night. Luckily, we were able to get those before the word really got out. Then we booked closing night, which then ended up being already extended to another closing night. So just want to give huge thanks to the box office at ACT for getting through all of that. Special shout outs to Elizabeth and Sienna. My girls just, took good care of us.
Box office working hard.
Yeah, they sure are.
So we did see the first preview of this show, and what a treat, right? So our friend Clayton is actually the drummer in the show.
Yeah. If you've been following us for a while, you know that we're friends with a lot of the folks from Ain't Too Proud. We love them. And Clayton is not an exception to that. So very cool to see him in San Francisco.
Yeah, so we headed, of course, to the stage door to meet with him after the show and got to chat for a little while, which was really nice.
Yep. And then also, if you remember Goddess herself, Amber, she plays Pam Brown, so we got to meet her as well. So
it was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, just a delight. On and off stage, just hands down queen.
Absolutely. And then of course we went to opening night, which was a star-studded event. Girl, was it not?
I mean, I was like, what? Yeah, just happy to be in the room. Yeah, honestly.
To name a few. So London Mayor Breed was there.
Yeah.
Questlove.
Coleman Domingo
was there.
Blair Underwood was there. I mean, there was like, it was.
Yep, they had Lonnie Love and.
Lonnie Love.
Oh my gosh. And then Kamul Bell was there as well. So it was a star-studded event.
It was, and then we will talk a little bit later about who was sitting in our row.
Oh yeah, that was something else. So a little bit about the show. The Hippest Trip, the Soul Train musical, is the story of Don Cornelius, the creator of Soul Train, and it takes us through the decades in music. For over 35 years, Soul Train reigned as the hippest trip in America, kicking down barriers and irrevocably changing the face of television. So this is a jukebox musical, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
I am, because my mistake was I just, for whatever reason, got stuck in my head, forgetting that Soul Train went through several decades. And so my head was just thinking disco, which is fine. I was there for it.
And there was some disco.
There was some disco, but there was more than just disco.
Yeah.
I mean, our 80s were represented. It was just, so loved it even more. all down for the jukebox musical.
Yes,
Bring it.
100%.
So not normally would I say that, but yes, yeah, absolutely.
So a little bit about like the production staff of this amazing show. So the book is by one of our very favorites, Miss Dominique Morisseau.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
If you followed along at all with your broad, you know that we're big fans and we really try to attend her shows
anytime,
as much as possible.
Yeah, Bay Area or not, we would love to support the Queen.
Yeah.
So
Another one too, music supervision, orchestrations, and arrangements by Kenny Seymour.
Yes.
Another Ain't Too Proud friend there. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that was such a privilege.
Yes. And the choreography.
This queen here, Camille A. Brown,
Yes.
slayed this show. I mean, those dancers, well, we're going to talk about them in a minute, but the choreography, like, I can't.
Yeah, it really is like a cornerstone of the show. The choreography is really is.
It is. It's the big cast member. It's
Yeah.
the, for sure.
And finally directed by Camilla Forbes.
Yeah.
So a powerhouse crew there, and it shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again. Yes, girl. Woo!
So what you just saw here this is all the merch. And I was nervous at first. I was nervous thinking that they weren't going to have the merch yet because we were there for the first preview and then for opening, but I was wrong. And I got the pin. Love the pin. So cute. You're seeing the rest of it right now.
And bonus, we got to see Allie. She's doing her thing. She's selling her merch.
Yes, she is looking just so stellar back there. Loved it. Yeah. Bucket hats, pins, the magnet, the special magnet. Loved it. It said world premiere.
Yep.
San
Exclusive.
Francisco. Love it. So yeah, good stuff.
Okay, here we go. Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
So when you enter the theater, the stage is exposed, okay? And there are these AV screens that are like swooping outwards above and around the proscenium, and even out on the sides of the stage, right?
Oh my gosh, they are spectacular. Perfectly used. They are the big focal point of the set. I mean, there's really not much else that comes in or out but some pieces, so that speaks volumes for it.
A ton of projections coming through, and of course the iconic train tracks, right?
Oh,
so just really beautiful set by Jason Sherwood.
Wow. I mean, just stunning.
Yeah, we got original footage backing up the scenes as they were going on. I remember like during Gladys Night, they had actual footage of Gladys Night.
Yeah, they did.
And then they even had a live feed of some of the scenes going on the projection screen too.
I thought it was really cool the way that they went into each decade too and used the different TVs that were set back then. So that was very cool. And then just the colors that went through as well were just stunning.
Yeah, so the AV was really on point, right? And and the lighting, right?
I loved the lighting. I remember at one point going, whoa, cool, because we were a little bit further back and because where we usually sit, I do know that we miss a lot of it, but the trade-off for me and for you is worth it. But it was a nice treat to see it.
Yeah, so. And as much as the projection screens and the that part was really amazing and large, outside of that, the set was minimal, right?
Very minimal, which is totally fine by us because what we missed on set, we got in dancing.
Plenty of room for all the dancing.
Plenty of room for the dancing, for sure.
Yeah. And so costumes and wigs.
Oh, I loved it.
I think they did a fantastic job taking us through all of those decades.
Those ensemble members, they were getting their costume changes in too. I mean, there was a lot of costume. So through every single era as well. Yeah. And definitely perfection.
Speaking about the ensemble too. So I was 100% thrilled, excited, so happy to see so many different shapes and sizes on stage. But outside of that, what was consistent was that every single one of them could dance and like dance.
Yes. And you can tell when like a cast is just gelling, and they were loving it. They were cheering each other on. They were loving it, which then just makes it more fun for us too.
Let's talk a little bit about our favorite moments, our favorite performances.
This was hard for me.
Yeah.
Really hard. You too, yeah? Yeah. But I am going to go with Express Yourself. And we're not giving away the whole soundtrack because A, we don't know what's going to stick.
Right.
You know, but B, we don't want to give it away. Like a lot of
we're in the no song list in the program era.
Yeah, here. Yeah. Love that. But I will say Express Yourself, that whole scene, because they introduce all of the dancers and the dancers' storyline. I loved it. It like made me fall in love with every one of those dancers. Yeah. What about you?
Just in general, the opening, I think how it sets the stage for the whole show. You and I were like moving in our seats immediately. We were like, you know, just hooping and hollering and just really wanting to be there and have a good time. And I think how they just get you from the start is amazing.
In true Dominique fashion. Yeah. That's what she wants from her audience. She wants her audience to enjoy themselves at the theater.
And I felt it. I did. The opening really was amazing.
Good call.
And I just want to talk a little bit about this ensemble. So they are incredible. Dancers, singers, actors, all of them. Specifically, Terrence Archie, who he plays James Brown, Curtis Blow. He's all over the place, right? Just a phenomenal performer and working his tail off, right? I mean, just, and then also one of my favorites of the show, Mackenzie Fry. Ensemble, right?
Gladys Knight, hardest working person, all the different characters, reporters, different people. Comedic timing was hilarious. I mean, just stole
and also a phenomenal dancer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, how many costume changes do you have?
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, good call on those ones. Yes. Shall we also talk about Kayla?
Yes.
So Kayla DeVion, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, who played Jodie Watley.
Incredible.
Oh my God. And then we have Mate Natalia, who was Rosie Perez.
Oh, incredible.
Boy, was she Rosie Perez. Oh my God. Even the audience was losing their mind over her. Yeah. And then another return back to the Bay Area is Sydney DuPont, who we've had the pleasure of seeing in Paradise Square, is also in this. I personally feel they're a little bit underused, but it's probably nice to have a break after how much dancing Sydney did. But I do feel a little underused, right? But still fantastic to see him.
But his number, though.
Oh my God!
I mean,
do we want to say what the number is?
Yeah. Okay. So he does My Prerogative.
Bobby Brown. Yeah. My Prerogative.
And he got a standing
ovation in the middle of the show. Yeah. Standing ovation. I mean, just killed it. The entire cast, everybody on stage, killed it.
And we just have to say, so the privilege of getting to see the preview to opening night, that number got beefed up incredibly.
Yes, it did.
And it then got a standing O. So,
so well done.
Bravo.
Well done. Oh, okay, keep on going.
And of course, as Don Cornelius, we have Quentin Earl Darrington. And incredible actor.
We saw him in MJ.
Yes. Yep. Incredible actor and singer.
Wow.
And just, I mean, he really embodied Don Cornelius. Yeah. I went back and I went on YouTube and started watching a little old Soul Train, and I just like, you know, he really nailed it.
Yeah. And then we got to give it up to our queen.
Amber Iman, the goddess herself.
The goddess herself. I mean,
playing another goddess.
Another goddess who, again, we'll tell you in a minute. But
she played Pam Brown.
Goodness, Pam Brown, and another one who I know it's Dawn's story, but I feel like we could have gotten a little bit more. But I felt like she just kept teasing us. Like I wanted
a Pam Brown musical.
There needs to be, or at least another whole song. We get one at the end of Act 2. but we need more.
Yeah.
I mean, I just need more.
But specifically, though, I don't care how you get here, right? I'm just going to tell you that, you get to hear Amber Iman sing, I don't care how you get here.
It's like angels summoning you. I just,
And then finally, we got to speak again about the dancers. Just the ensemble as a whole. They just are the show. They're the heart of the show, the heartbeat of the show.
Yeah.
And they were everything.
There's one little piece of the heart that we have to just mention, and that is Sequoia, the dancer who is in the front through most of it, rightfully so.
Can't keep your eyes off of this guy.
And you're not supposed to, but you can't help it. I'm always wanting to see where they are on the stage.
He's incredible.
And so,
absolutely
incredible. Okay, so hands down, probably the best experience that we've had for opening night and all was the fact that our row G, we were in the row with Pam Brown herself, with Tony Cornelius, which is Don Cornelius' son, as well as some of the original Soul Train dancers.
Yeah.
So to be able to not only get to chat with them beforehand, they asked about what our shirts were, like our jerseys.
I took some photos of them for them.
Pictures, I took pictures for them, the whole deal. And then got to sit there next to them while they had moments throughout the show where they were either seeing themselves on the screen or pointing to Pam or hearing Amber sing for Pam and them saying, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, it really was.
I'm glad we already saw it once because as much as I was watching the show, I was also watching them too. Like, this is incredible to watch them experience that.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those nights in theater that you really don't forget. It was a privilege, really, to get to be that close to watch them watch the show. Yeah. So I don't think we'll ever forget that one.
No, and I did get to after the curtain. So I caught a little bit of it, and I'll put it in here of Pam getting to hug Amber like at the curtain call, and then after the show, I did go up to Miss Brown and said, thank you for your legacy, and she said, oh, thank you. This is so wonderful. So glad you could see it. And it was just like a moment, just a moment.
Yeah, so that really
amazing.
That was like the icing on the cake to getting to see an amazing show premiere in the Bay Area, to get to witness it with those legends.
Broadway bound?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hop on board the train, y'all. Okay, Sarah, I gotta ask. Repeat attend?
Well, considering that we've already done that, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, me too. Gotta say it.
Yes. Be sure to comment below if you are looking forward to seeing this hit Broadway. Yeah. All right.
Well,
peace, love, and soul.
Yeah. We'll see you on the other side.
Curtain.
Oh, that was a fun video.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
I had a great time. What did you guys think?
Yeah, did you guys love it? Did you love it? Huh? Well, if you did, guess what you should do?
You should definitely like it.
And you should subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you know every time that your broads drop content.
Yay!
We'll see you on the other side. Bye!
Bye!
Your fairy god broads, hey!